How's it going, guys? Welcome to Dirty Dads Gaming, and I am your host, Joe Dirte. So, we're going to get right into this because I think this is a very important topic for a lot of those players that you see that have the low stats. However, they're amazing players, and you can't understand why you're looking through the barracks there, why they have these low stats. So, these support players think about the team over themselves. So, we all know that one guy can walk away from this game with 25 kills and he feels awesome, and then he looks at his team like, how come you guys don't have those kills? Well, you would have never got those kills without that support player because he allowed you to know where the enemy was. He was willing to sit on top of the rooftop while you were raiding and getting all the armor plates that you needed, and he's just happy letting you know and being there for you every time you call for his help from afar. So let's really get into this because I think I have some really awesome examples about positioning on these support players and the reasoning behind why they get no love on that scoreboard. So let's really dive into this and kind of see here. So we're looking in here and we're playing Plunder throughout this. So I had this epiphany when we were playing Plunder, and I was like, man, why is my score so much higher than Fishy's in here? And I couldn't understand it. So these are kind of some clips here. Primarily, you want to look at this mini map over here. So if we look at the mini map, you're like, man, you're by yourself. Joe's in a blue and Fishy's in the green here. Now I'm sitting on the rooftop and taking this position. You're like, well, why isn't he up here with you? It moves faster and stuff like that. The problem is there was enemies somewhere down there. We couldn't see him, so he decided, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to come down here. I'm going to sit by these buildings. I'm going to raid through and make sure they're all clear. And if the enemy does start coming up to you, I'm going to distract them, lay fire so they come towards me, and then I'll exfil out. And he's checking all these buildings and coming up to me. So I think this is amazing because that allowed me enough time. Now, there wasn't any enemies down there, which was great for us in this situation. However, he took the hit. Now, I got credit for the contract. He didn't and all this other stuff, but he took it for the team because how many times do you get mowed down sitting on one of these recons? You know, we happens all the time. Now, here's another perfect example. So, Fishy is a support character, and here he's not very aggressive. He knows the enemy's here. Now, you're looking, he's like, well, how come he's looking down there? Because we don't know where the other team is. So, you got to keep 360 security. So, he knows that I can handle myself. He knows I can get that kill really quick. And if you notice, you got another aggressive player, Soft Hammer here, very aggressive player. And this one, I think, is an even better example of a perfect support player. He's just down the road from me. He's making sure my 6 is good. A helicopter is over here really kind of messing with us. They dropped a player down. And if you notice, we're kind of going after the contract here. And the helicopter, as you can see from the minimap, is coming in, and they're going to fly in. Now, this is where things get interesting. Now, the support character is setting up, right? He understands they know where I am. I'm going to hit, boom, disabled vehicle. And then he just lights him up. Now, he was actually the individual that finished him. He also threw another rocket to save my butt at the end there. I mean, it's crazy. But the funny part is I got the disable for the vehicle, right? I got the elimination. I even got the kill when he killed him with the RPG because I was already firing on the guy. You know, I mean, I think I got, it's crazy all the points that I get from that, but he didn't get all those points. Now, he did get some, notably, for doing damage and everything else, but a lot of time, I got most of the credit for that. And that is so unfortunate for these support players because I couldn't have won that fight. Honestly, I couldn't have won that fight without him, especially with that secondary guy kind of going in there. And if you look, he had a balloon. So you're talking about an awesome sport player. He went, got a balloon, followed back up with me, and after we collected the money, then we got the money out of there safe and secure in case they decided they wanted to drop back in on us. Now, if you notice here, we're in second place. Okay, we got platinum or whatever. Yes, we just missed first, unfortunately. Now, what I really want you to notice when we come in here is really the scores. Now, if you look, you're like, okay, I'm not a, we didn't kill a bunch of people. That wasn't our goal about that at all. But if you look here, I have 410,000. I have 3 contracts, and I got 18 boxes. Now, he did get a lot of boxes. He has no kills in this match, unfortunately. So if you look at it, he shot the guy with an RPG. How did he not get that kill? Which I think is amazing. And you guys, I mean, just any of these, it's crazy looking at some of these clips and trying to understand how we didn't pull this off properly. Hammer's got 1 kill, and this is weird for Plunder because usually Plunder you get a lot of kills compared to battle royale. But in this one, we were just solely focused on money. I think we were just going for the quick win and trying to get out of there, just humping around, getting all these boxes done. But if you look, his score is he's the bottom of the list. He doesn't have any remotely close to the high score, but I couldn't have got $400,000 without him. That's the truth. And I think in the score relations to it on the barracks anyway, it really downgrades him as a player compared to where myself and Softhammer are. When in reality, I mean, I we really couldn't do it without that support player. And we found different ways to kind of give your support player some love. And a lot of these are kind of weird. And in Battle Royale, we have the same issue as well. You know, you look at the score at the end, and some guys have like 10 grand, and then you got a guy that's got, 400 points because it's mostly because of damage. What we noticed you could do is allow that guy to pop off the UAV or give him the cash to go purchase these items, because what it does, it actually boosts his score. So that's kind of how here at Dirty Dads Gaming we've been kind of trying to help out the support characters, because they do get no love as far as points go. You really got to be that aggressive player, the show off, going for all the kills and doing all this craziness. But that one pinnacle guy on the team kind of gets shat on, for a lack of better terms. So that was kind of our way as a team to give some love back, to get some points, so he doesn't look so bad in barracks, because there's got to be some other kind of stat, maybe assist or something that could really play a role when you look at somebody to see what type of player, or if they're even a good player. Because I think we're all kind of guilty of really judging people based on what we see in their scores. And unfortunately, I think a lot of good players, such as Fishy here, are going underrated accordingly. So we'll continue playing with Fishy because we got a lot of love for him. And hopefully we'll have some more tips and tricks, and hopefully some more updates on how you can better help your teammates, especially these ones that are so pinnacle. All right, well, thank you so much for listening. Comment down below, and if you'd like to play with us, we're always open. Dirty Dads out.